Go ahead.
He said it's a standoff.
Um,
Do a standoff. That wasn't a standoff.
Too slow.
I shot you. You're dead.
That
Yeah,
wasn't a
you're dead.
standoff.
You're dead, buds.
That was a stupid standoff.
He's mad
my
because
claps
he
are mad
lost.
loud.
I'll report back frame by frame next week who won on that.
It was him, I think.
Damn.
My claps are mad loud.
Weird flex, but okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't.
Oh,
We
you
don't-
scared?
Yeah,
We got new mic stands.
we did.
Our mic stands are really old, and we've had them since
2018.
yeah, like Tesseract and Sunders when
Yep.
we got them.
They all
And-
had their old names on them too.
Yeah, they did, and we got new ones because those ones suck, and this has improved life a lot just by setting these up. They're a little smaller, a little more condensed, and they don't swing around all over the place.
Yeah.
And I can still put my arm on it, which is great. That's all I cared about. Was that I could do that. You good? Oh, you're good. So,
Water.
yeah, and then we also put our names on them.
Yeah.
We wanted to label them so that everybody gets their own, because the only people who use these mics are us and for Zelda. We use these for Zelda. So I was like, well, then everybody can just kind of have their own.
Yeah.
And then what's
Oh, what's mine?
Yeah.
Mine says God Emperor on it. It says it right there.
Wow.
I put Josh Me Buds on there.
Josh Me Buds.
Because I don't have a funny nickname, but
What is-
everybody in the Discord's been calling me Josh.
Mine says L ball touched.
But Jack sometimes calls me Josh Me Buds, and I
Yeah.
thought that was funny. So, I'm not sick.
Who are you trying to convince?
Yeah, himself.
Well,
Okay.
yeah.
No, that's fine.
Wait,
I'm just
did
trying
I
to figure out
convince
who
you?
I'm going to gaslight.
Did I convince
Yeah.
you? Hell yeah. Then it worked. Wait, who are you gonna gaslight? The audience?
No one. Yeah.
Oh, got it. I'm not sick. I just coughed really hard on Friday when I was sick, and now my voice has been gone for like 4 days.
Rip.
Yeah, it fucking sucks.
Yeah.
I just recorded a video too, and that whole video, I'm just like, the whole time, and I just felt it being whisked away from me. I clenched my fist as hard as I could, but sand still just spilled through my knuckles.
Sand. Is that what you said?
Yeah, what'd you think I said?
Sands.
All right, Sand's
Yeah,
Undertale.
Yes.
Sands Undertale.
Slipped right through my
Yeah.
fucking fingers.
I was like, is this
Yeah.
something I don't understand
Yeah.
about?
So like, I have to lean on you guys a little bit today.
Okay.
I might be like, I can't say this word, or my
Okay.
sentences
Like
will be
sand?
shorter.
Oh.
Or sometimes it'll sound like I said sands instead of sand. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure. So,
Easy.
yep.
That's what we're here for.
Today is
Monday.
yeah. Look, every week you get a different energy level for us here at the Arcane Lounge podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Last time I watched a little bit of the episode from last week, and I'm just like, and I was going crazy, and we were really just firing off. And today, I'm feeling like Jungle Skog right now. I'm
Yeah.
just kind of like, bleh.
Look,
I didn't get to look at the.
I keep saying it. It's Arcane
Thumbnail.
Lounge. All right.
All right, that's true.
You're
What are
lucky
you
we're
doing?
not- I'm trying to get this fucking thing out of here.
What is it?
It's a little clip.
Oh.
The clip. Got it. You kind of gotta like bend it from like one side.
Yeah.
But the cool part about not having my voice is that I get a new frequency that I can hit that I normally can't hit, and I can do funny voices.
Yeah.
But Spencer, I'm currently a victim.
I'm the fun police.
And yeah, every time I want to do a funny voice,
Yeah.
Spencer's like, you have to stop, and I'm not even doing it that long. I'm literally like, and she's like, no, and I'm like, to do it by myself alone with Jungle Skog in here,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
being oppressed in my
Two.
own home.
Thousands of viewers.
God, I bet they would love to hear me talk about when you were sending me that TikTok last night, and it was like it was a guide to dark academia, your living space, and I was like, I want it, and I kept being like, yes, I want it, I want all of it, I want that one, and I want that one, and she was like, stop, like she was mad.
Yeah.
She didn't say it once. She only said it once and went stop, and I was like,
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of having fun. And now I'm sad. I was like, ooh, I could do a new thing with my voice. Oh. To the back rooms I go.
Yeah. Punished.
Yeah. What have you been doing for fun?
For fun?
Yeah.
I've been playing Resident Evil 4 very
Yeah,
slowly.
I've heard.
I just got to the castle, and I have all the outfits, so I changed Leon into the I think it's called romantic, and
It's just Astarion.
he looks like Astarion.
He looks
yeah.
exactly like
And I
Astarion.
yeah, Astarion. Right there. That's exactly what Leon Kennedy looks like in my game. Is this fellow?
You can't see him.
And I had Ashley and her
We have
like
audio
scene
listeners.
kid.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I was beginning the sentence. My voice didn't start yet.
How do
I
you
have to rev it up like a car.
how do you describe that? The
No, I don't. I can't talk yet.
oh, it's the Chad guy face,
Yeah.
but they've photoshopped his hair to look like Astarion's, and he has red eyes.
That's just his in-game portrait.
I think so.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry. Please continue.
I took Ashley out of her scene kid outfit and put her also in the romantic outfit because I wanted them to match.
Great.
Oh,
It's pretty great.
the game's amazing.
It is. It's great.
We need more games that do that.
Yeah.
Just give you
Give you like fun costumes and skins. Yes.
And then when I finish this game, I'm gonna play Separate Ways, where you play as Ada.
Be cool.
Because that came out, I think, in November, and I just didn't have the time to play it.
Yeah.
Is that the reason you're going through this one?
Yep.
Cool. Very cool. I wish I had anything exciting going on, but not much.
Nothing.
Not much. No.
Did
no.
you make your brother install the bidet?
No. The
Wow.
the last. God, what has it been? Since I last seen you, 24 hours maybe. The last couple hours I've been sleeping, doing a lot of napping,
A little napping?
a little power napping.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I'm ready to go again.
That's great.
But
That's great.
I spent all Sunday just sleeping, and then I got up and I was like, I'm gonna manically clean my house, and I did.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
So there you go.
You guys have you guys been I gotta make sure I can mention this. You guys are playing Star Wars on Sunday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
You guys are playing Star Wars game on Sunday. Did you guys not play on Sunday? Or is it every other
No.
Sunday?
Now it's every other. We started
Got
with
it.
like a session 0 to get everyone acclimated, and then we didn't want to do like 2 weeks till we played again, so we
Right.
did the first right after.
That's cool.
And then we do bi-weekly just to give us the brain space, and maybe we'll go back to weekly. But between, sure you guys can understand our DM having a new kid, and then our work schedule being kind of hectic on the weekends.
Yeah.
And
We
yet
decided,
Justin
hey, let's
still
just try it.
has time to make like the coolest minis ever.
Yeah.
It's so awesome.
He's very happy
It's very
about it.
cool.
It's very cool.
Yeah, that's neat. That's neat. I don't really know what we did yesterday. We kind of just like
We just hung out, and then Emma and her boyfriend came over. We played some games,
yeah.
and then you had your
Emma's really good at this game that we got. What's it called?
Tapple.
Yeah.
We were
It's-
supposed to play it today.
It's I've seen people on other podcasts play it.
Mm-hmm.
It's you get a yeah, I need your help.
You get a prompt.
Thank you.
There's a little circular thing. It has letters all around it.
Oh,
It's not every letter of the
I've seen
alphabet.
this.
And then there's a button in the middle. You do the prompt. You have to say a word that
Yeah.
relates to the prompt, starting with a letter. You go around.
Yeah.
And then whoever can't press a letter with the prompt in 10 seconds is out. And then
Hell yeah.
last person standing wins.
Emma
just
Emma
happened to be the
wiped
last
fucking
person
floor.
standing.
Like we
Yes.
did, I think 10 rounds, and I think maybe
She won 8
I
of
got
them.
one. Chance got one.
I got 2.
You got 2. She
Yeah.
got like 10. It was she's
Mhm.
fucking amazing at it. I
Good
was
for
like,
her.
what the hell?
Good for her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like, and the one that I won too was something stupid. It was like things in the ocean or like things in space.
Mhm.
She won the video games one, or like it was just games,
Mm-hmm.
and she threw me off so hard because we were naming video games the whole time, and we were down to 3. And on M, she said Monopoly, and I was like, "Fuck! I'm only thinking of board games now." And I lost. I was like, "Damn it!" Yeah, it was. So we need to play on the podcast sometime. That'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But I've been playing the absolute fuck out of Baldur's Gate 3. I finished all my Descend stuff, and I went forever sleep. And now I've been I all of my time, like the past like month, since the new year ended to Descend started, I was just like, "Bleh." And now I was like, all right, I'm gonna take kind of a little 2 weeks, just kind of to myself a little bit.
Yeah.
And I've nearly beat the game again. I was like, and it's I'm finally gonna beat Dirge. I'm so excited. I've gotten really far with Dirge before, but I've not beaten it yet. But this time I went default Dirge, but I'm also playing as a Ranger. Ranger's so awesome in that game. Yeah, there's a lot of really cool stuff. Last night was like the first time when I played it last night. It was like the first time where I was like, oh shit, I have no idea what's going to happen right now. And I've never seen any of this stuff in this game before. So cool. So cool. But yeah.
That's cool.
That's been what I'd be doing.
Valid.
Yeah. It's been really rainy lately because storms and weather. All right, I have reverted to talk about the weather. We have to go to questions. Jesus Christ, this is episode what 100 and something, and everyone's be like
120.
This is your most L episode.
I've also just been reading a lot.
Yeah,
it's a good time. I wouldn't say it's a good time.
Same.
It's an interesting time.
That's cool.
That's something interesting actually. I won't say it because I don't want to put pressure on it, but you did approach me the other day about a wonderful idea that I thought would be very cool.
Yeah.
So it's very neat that we have our own local bookstore back.
Yeah.
So
yes,
I've been enjoying reading for sure.
Yeah. That's awesome. That's so cool.
Thinking about getting a Kindle.
It's a good idea. It's probably safer with the kid in the house.
Yeah.
You know, with cover torn off or
who
knows what's spilled on a page or something.
I also just don't have a lot of space to put books.
That's also true.
Yeah. And if I am reading a physical book, Marceline's like, that is mine.
Yeah.
But if I have my phone, she knows she can't touch it.
Yeah.
And
that's a really good idea.
Maybe if I had just a little bit of a bigger thing.
Yeah.
Because it's better on your eyes to read.
Luckily, Marcy doesn't really destroy books. Leland eats books.
He does.
Well,
our nephew, Leland, has books at their house, at Maddie and Saban's house.
There's just teeth marks.
And Maddie's like, oh yeah, he just ate that one. And we're like, what? He's like, he just bites books.
Yeah.
Like, what?
I don't know. The way the ink tastes or something.
Yeah.
We made like we saw this thing on TikTok where these parents were taking tape, like clear tape, and stretching across like a hallway.
Yeah.
And like floating in the hallway. And they would give their toddler like balls, and they could throw them, and it would stick. And her like she would love that because she loves throwing things, and then it won't go all over the place. She could pick it off again. You set that up for her.
I did.
And she sent me a video while I was working, and she's taking the ball, and she just places it.
Yeah.
She just very softly goes up and places it. Anytime there is a toy where she has to be like kind of like you either throw it or you have to be rough with it, she's very, very, very gentle with it.
Yeah.
Almost everything. To the point where it's like my other friends who do not have kids will see me hand her something or she'll get something and they're like, I don't think she should have that. And I'm like, I promise you she won't do anything with it. And it's like a pen. Yeah. She's like, what if she stabs her eye out? And I was like, Leland might. Leland's like, whenever he has something, but she's always like, oh. She clicks it, she examines it, and she puts it back. Yeah. She's definitely your kid.
Yeah.
Anyways, questions on Twitter. Yep. I was gonna explain that, but I forgot like what I say. Do I say anything?
You haven't in a very long
time. How do I do this podcast?
Are you sure you're not sick?
You can send us. I'm not sick.
You can.
He's not.
I'm not sick.
Send us questions on Twitter or on our Discord.
Yeah,
we play.
I love our Discord.
I play Baldur's Gate every Sunday night with Davy and Vitamin Dieter and Davy's friend Emma. Now my friend Emma.
Yeah.
And she last night we were like saying something about like I just corrected her and I was like actually that's this and she went. I'm 32. I laughed so fucking hard at that. I was like, that is such a great deflection. That's amazing. To be like, oh, the sun was in my eyes. I'm 32.
Yeah.
It's so fucking funny. So that's what I wanted to say. I was going to be like, I'm 32. I'm not 32.
Not yet.
I'm 6 years off from being 32.
Yeah.
Right? Yes. Anyways, HoneyBoyGG asks, what are your thoughts on running a West Marches style campaign? Have you ever played or ran one? I don't think I know what that is.
West March is,
I've heard of it, but I don't know.
You know what? This is my motto.
Jamie, pull it up.
It's 2024. There's no reason to be ignorant.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna shoot the exact.
Spencer,
one.
can you tell me what you think the West Marches is?
Nope.
What's the first thing that comes to your mind when you think of the West Marches?
That scary lake area in Lord of the Rings.
Oh, that's kind of what it sounds like. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Where the dead people are.
Yeah.
And Frodo
Goes
falls in face first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I
Why
think.
do you do that?
Maybe he wanted to die.
Oh, that's okay. That's the real answer.
Yeah.
That's sad and the real answer.
So, a West March style campaign is an episodic campaign structure and playstyle for traditional role-playing games, TTRPGs, right, that are designed explicitly for open table play. So, how I know them is that there's a large map and there's quadrants on a map, very similar to original D&D would be.
Okay.
And then you would have your DM, and you guys would walk into these quadrants, and then that would be the thing for the day. You'd go into this thing, and you'd zoom down, and you'd play whatever game that was. A lot of the time, you can have several games happening at once. So you can have several DMs running within the same quadrant system.
Oh.
And there's several adventures happening within quadrants.
Okay.
Or you could have one DM, which is the experience that I know, and have several groups of friends. So 1 week would be Team A, you're in the South Quadrant, because it'd be hexagonal. And then you would have another team up in the East one.
So
and you could have the world interact incredibly different.
It's one big game, but a bunch of little games are happening at the same time.
Yes.
But they're in the quadrants.
Well, it's imagine like a map,
Right.
like imagine the Shire, but then there's just a hexagonal map over it.
Right.
And then whichever quadrant or like section.
That's where they are.
Yes.
So they don't really interact.
I know. I think they could. It just comes down to the groups would have to collide.
Oh, that's interesting.
Like the groups would have to. This game we're moving.
Can you know where the other groups are?
I think it would depend on the game because I don't think it's part of the appeal to like not know. I think it's just a matter of like, I would imagine just logistics of finding 10 people schedules lining.
So it'd be like running if you did it with like the Forgotten Realms or the Sword Coast.
Honestly,
like
if you based all of our campaigns we play on the weekends in a Westmart style game, it'd just be in the same world, on the same quadrant, happening at the same time, and every session we played on stream would be a different team.
Oh, that's okay.
So it's
that's
literally the same thing.
It's kind of like how we had Immortals and Amber Warriors.
We kind of used to do that. We used to have like
we're all on the same continent,
and there were 2 campaigns happening at the same time.
Yeah,
and then sometimes
depending on when we played, events would happen.
Yeah,
and I would have to time skip sometimes.
Yeah,
but that's why I didn't like it, was because we would come back to one of those games and it'd be like, oh shit, other things happened from the other group because they did something. So I was constantly trying to separate them, even though they were both after the same thing. So I think if I thought about it more in that aspect, I think it could be fun.
Yeah,
but I don't know if I have like a want to do that. But
I think it's because
you've mentioned something kind of similar for Spelljammer.
Yes, yeah,
which I think would be fucking cool.
Because I think I think the format. I don't know about the history. I mean, there's a whole like article that someone's written for it that I hadn't finished, but it's to facilitate largely for groups of friends that have more than a traditional table. Like CR4, right? 4.
Yeah,
we have 11 people that play on stream.
Yeah,
got it.
So like you can't play the same game with all 11 people. This is kind of a way to do that. In a more confined space.
That's super interesting.
But yeah, same thing. I would love to do a similar thing with Spelljammer, because I'd like to include the people who are not included.
I'm curious about this.
Yeah,
I want to know if this would be fun to watch. Like, I would want to know if I'm just gonna put it here. If you guys watch our streams, people listening to this podcast, if you're an audio listener, whatever, you can go to our YouTube and leave it on a comment if you want. But like, would you watch something like this? If we took and this is not me like planning it, just me trying to get a read. Like, because the first thing that comes to my mind about this is like, this would be extremely confusing to try to keep up with, because we already run 4 campaigns, right?
Yeah.
And I already think we do a lot, and I know not everybody watches all of our campaigns. Some people might just watch Spelljammer, and some people might just watch Strixhaven, or some people tune in for Eberron and Witchlight, and that's like all they're there for. But if, like, for example, we took we had a game that was like Witchlight or like Eberron, and we instead didn't do bi-weekly. We played we did it every week, and the DM ran it every week, but it was a different party every other week. Would that be interesting to watch? Or would it be really difficult to keep up with because it would be 2 different stories but the same name of the campaign?
I think that's the point of it being episodic, because I think traditionally, and it could fit better for like larger groups, like even like it's to facilitate like our group for sure, but it also could be facilitating people of 11 or higher, like cons.
Yeah,
where the session begins and ends in the same game, so that story is done with. So if then someone came in a different quadrant, you'd be like, well, this was a farm town. But we know because of last week, the farm town's been changed by these actors and players. So now the farm town looks like this.
Mm-hmm.
And then someone who then watched episode 1 and 2, they'd go, oh, the characters are different from 1, but the world's the same because it's the same world that was enacted upon from the original characters.
Okay. So because it's episodic, you're making different characters all the time.
I think you could. I think that was large my points. I think if we did like a cons and you had like 2 hours, you probably ran some faceless randos.
Got
and then
it.
another
I
person would
see.
run a bunch of randos. And then the next week or even the next session,
That's also
clock
really
you have,
interesting.
it'd be a whole new cast of crews.
I see. That's interesting.
So I to some degree, would we do it? I don't know. It'd probably be very interesting to have a different table.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But I don't know if
I
it's
mean,
I don't know if it's a necessity.
For sure. Yeah. I think there's a way to do a West Marches style campaign that's kind of like by the book, which I don't know. But I think the idea of that, where it's like an alternating group,
That'd be cool.
or something like that, would be really interesting.
Mhm.
That'd be cool to do with Tomb of Annihilation. I feel like Tomb of Annihilation would be perfect because then you could,
The way that the map is set up, it's almost very much like that.
it's also kind of a meat grinder too, so you could constantly have new characters in all the time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Your character could die, and then next week you could be in a new party with new characters, and you just come in.
Yeah.
And you could be somewhere else, and just because there's so many locations and the map
Yeah.
is huge, and it's already on a hex
Yeah.
grid,
Mhm.
you know.
I remember
that would work.
a lot of times when my friend would run his West March game, we'd get like weekly updates on like the map, and sometimes it would just be like people like in the article they even attribute it to something like World of Warcraft or like MMOs that
Yeah.
happen. So the game is in itself happening onto the players, where
Right.
he'd map out like parts of the quadrants that are going to war.
Oh, that's
So like we wouldn't even
really
be in the
cool.
kingdoms we're doing it, but these 2 kingdoms are now going to war. So if we got into any of the spaces, there'd just be
Man, that's
fucking chaos.
Awesome. That is so cool.
So then we'd see these 2 clash, and then even if we never interact with it, we'd play the game, and weeks would go by, and then one of them would win, and then the world would be changed for whatever decision that was made.
That is
there.
that's so immersive because it can really make you like think about how like the world just happening around you is really interesting. Something
Yeah.
you don't really get out of D&D sometimes. That's really cool. That's a
Mhm.
really neat idea.
It's an interesting idea, and I've only ever seen it done with like multiple DMs at the table, not like a single table, but like
Right.
you'd play with 15 people and they'd separate to 5-5-5 and DMs.
I just still want to know though if that would be like your opinion. Like
That'd be
if you
cool.
saw that, if we had a game where it was an alternating party every week, but it was the same campaign and they were in 2 different areas of the world. I want to know. I want to feel that out. So maybe have an idea for something, but if it's kind of like that'd be confusing.
That'd be kinda
It's like,
cool,
that's okay. Anyways,
Albert asks,
oh yeah,
mind debating which is the best ride in Disneyland/California Adventure?
That's interesting. The best ride?
Yes.
The best or my favorite? Because those are 2 different things.
He's asked for the best.
The best?
Yes.
Oh, I don't. Oh, man. See, the best makes me think like the largest amount of people should like it.
I guess then maybe it is your favorite. It's what you think is the best.
Right, but then like, yeah, that gets really meta and weird. So like, I think I have to do a combination.
Okay.
Not meta, but like, I gotta think age groups. You know, because there's gonna be a kids ride that a lot of kids are gonna like. We're gonna get maximum like people like that out of this.
Right.
And but also I may not like the ride. So I guess I'll kind of do a mixture. What?
I think maybe overthinking it.
He's thinking
No.
too hard.
Yeah.
No,
For
I'm
someone
sick.
that's not supposed to be talking, you're doing a lot of
I'm
it.
32. The sun's in my eyes.
What's the ride you like, buds?
Yeah. California Adventure, go.
Tower of Terror.
Tower of Terror?
Tower of Terror. Tower of Terror. Tower of Terror is one of the greatest human creations ever.
Yeah.
You get on that and you feel the smoothness, the way that you feel like you're about to die.
Okay, but specifically Tower of
amazing.
Terror or the new
Oh, either. I don't care.
Mission
I don't
Breakout?
care. It's the machine that's in it.
Oh.
That when you sit down on that ride, I don't care if it's a ghost or if it's fucking Mario from the Super Mario Bros. Movie. I will feel it will be amazing. Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt.
What about you?
I like California Screamin'.
Yeah,
Now it's the Incredicoaster.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good one.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
Does a little loop.
Yep.
Feels good.
I don't think Craig's been on all the rides.
No, so I'm really a poor person to ask. Plus, all the rides are too long. I don't know if any of them are worth the
Did we go
waits.
on the Incredicoaster?
Mhm.
We did.
Yeah.
How'd you
Yeah.
like?
It was a little long.
It was.
And it kind of made me sick.
Yeah.
And I think the wait was probably not worth it.
Yeah.
But it was fun because I was with my friends, and that's all that really was the whole point of it.
Did we go on the Guardians of the Galaxy ride?
No.
No?
It was too late in the day, and I think the wait was like 2.5 hours or something.
Yeah, it's always bad.
Yeah.
Oh, we did go on the one Star Wars one, which was incredible.
Yes.
I mean,
Rise of the Resistance is probably...
like a modern, like nothing makes me feel like I'm like that is the future of like thrilling like rides. But again, it was like 2.5 hours, and fuck you. Fuck you and everything you wrote in on. That's ridiculous.
At least on that ride, like the wait is kind of fun, but after you do it like two times, it sucks. Like it's like no, I don't want to wait for this anymore.
I want to go on the Ratatouille ride.
What?
There's a Ratatouille.
Is it in Paris?
I think I think originally, yes.
Does Remy crawl into your hat?
Yes, he does. But I think they've put it in the.
I'd wait 2.5 hours for Remy to go.
I think it's at Disney World now, the one in Florida.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Do you make pasta?
Yeah, they actually keep you there for several years.
Holy shit!
You train?
Yeah, you have to train.
Oh my god!
Perfect making the food.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
fucking,
and then you get to go on the ride. So
the
talk
fucking
about
wait time. The wait time.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ,
man.
You ever made pasta from scratch?
No.
Wow.
No.
Go to Florida.
Dang.
I don't know if that's worth it.
That little rat. He'll hold on to your hair. He'll teach you.
Teach me. You know that might be worth it. Might be worth it.
Sorry. That's I'd wait 2.5 hours for that probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rise of the Resistance is probably the best one in Disneyland. That ride is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's nuts.
I like Matterhorn.
Why do you like Matterhorn?
It's good.
Why?
It's fast.
Yeah.
Makes my back feel better.
Okay, there it is. There it is. I was gonna say Space Mountain's fast.
Oh, I don't like Space Mountain.
I love Space Mountain.
Right?
Space Mountain. Mm-mm. If I get on a ride and I kind of am in a little bit of moral peril, it's a good ride.
That ride makes me
panic. If I think I might not live coming out the other side, I think it's a pretty good ride.
Yeah.
I like that it changes.
Because then I get to have an experience. Otherwise, oh yeah, they make it like Halloween.
Sometimes. Yeah.
That one's spooky.
Yeah.
I like the spooky one because it makes it a little scarier.
Yeah.
But the music for the original just slaps so hard. Oh my god. The Space Mountain music is so good.
Mm-hmm.
The fucking California Screamin' music used to be also amazing.
Yeah.
And now it's The Incredibles, which is also amazing music.
Mm-hmm.
Just not California Screamin' music.
Yep. And Tower of Terror used to be really cool aesthetically.
That ride was actually scary.
Yeah.
That it was not funny haha ghosts. It was like, oh, I actually would probably be afraid of this a lot. And the drop is so much different because now it's more of like it's like a fun ride.
Yeah.
It's like hey everybody, we're gonna put on some classic 70s and 80s music, and we're gonna go up and down on this funny thing while the raccoon goes hoo ha hee ha hoo, and then he says my hands don't scan, and that's the funniest part of that ride. Have we talked about this?
No.
Oh, so every time we go to Disneyland, and we go on that ride, I don't know when it started, but we went on it with my family. And they changed it. It used to be a haunted hotel. Yeah. Now it's Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah. And the way that you go there's plot. The ride has a story. Yeah. It's very stupid, but it's how all rides are. Because they've been taken by the Collector, and Rocket broke out and he's going to save them. But he can't get into the control area because you need to have clearance, and you have clearance via your hands. Yeah. So you have to raise your hands in order to get clearance. Mm-hmm. And there's a little intro video they show you in a room while you wait, and while you're in there, he does this thing where there's an animatronic that walks around. It looks very impressive and cool. But he says, "I need you to go in. My hands don't scan." And every fucking time he says that, I don't know why, Isaiah and I both I don't know who started, if it was him or me, but we just both go, my hands don't scan, and everybody around us is like, what the fuck? And it's all them too. And every time we get to a point where you have to hold up your hands, it's like we're all silent, my hands don't scan. We just keep fucking saying it every goddamn I don't know. It's so the whole ride, it just evolves. Everybody's mad at each other, and Isaiah and I are just stimming out on my hands don't scan. And it's very stupid. But anyways, it's the ride now is more like wee woohoo ha. Yeah. Let's have a good time.
It used to be scary.
It used to be it was terrifying. It was silence. You're in a boiler room. There's ghost sounds. You get in, you're pissing and shitting your pants. Mm-hmm. You get in, And then when you go up, it's got the it's not the Tower of Terror music. It's the Twilight Zone music. It's the it was fucking, and so in the Guardians of the Galaxy one, when you do that first drop, well, they don't even build you up to it. No. They just go whop and you just fucking go. You go up and then you go down. And going up is almost like worse than going down sometimes. It's fucking fast. Yeah. But in the Tower of Terror, when they built you up to it, you would like slowly go in and you go to like the first floor and they'd be like, mirror. And you go to the second floor and you'd see some fucking ghosts. And then you go to the third one and it's like, or not the third, but there would be a third part and it was like a tunnel of stars. And you would watch as like a hallway turned into the galaxy and you would see this door. And it was like, to you, it's like this big. Yeah. And it would like slowly transform and you would watch it shake and in silence it would fall. And then you would fall, and it was fucking terrifying because you didn't know when you were gonna fall, and you would now it's all like, it's like, hey, what's the matter? But back then it was like, am I about to die? So that's a good ride.
Yeah, it is. Your turn.
You're gonna leave me with silence?
I was thinking about a ride. Yep, Space Mountain's too scary. I don't like to go on it. The music's very good, though.
Artemis Great Scholar asks, have you ever performed surgery on a computer before? I'm doing that soon, and I'm big scared. I need good stories. Perform surgery on a computer? Like, are you going to build a PC? Are you going to fix your PC? What are you doing?
Maybe.
That's what I'm imagining this is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Don't be scared. It's extremely easy. It's adult Legos. It's actually less complicated than Legos. Legos shit can go everywhere. There's a specific spot for everything in a PC. It's very, very easy.
Yeah, but you have to know where the pieces go.
I built all these computers.
Yeah, you did. You built mine. You were very nice.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I used to do it all the time when I was in high school. It was a lot of fun. And I was also the friend that built the computers next to Colton.
Yeah.
But Colton just knows where to like get the pieces. So yeah.
Colton keeps up with the best of the pieces. You know how to put the pieces into the box and make them go.
One time, Tyler's computer, which was a pre-built PC back in high school, was kind of slowing down. And I was like, you probably need to clean it. And they were like, okay. So I went over to their house and I was like 15. And we took apart their entire computer, just like on the carpet, cleaned all of it, and then put it back together. And I remember Tyler's mom coming in and being like, oh, like terrified about what we were doing. Like, because what she saw was two 15-year-old kids just tearing apart like a $800 machine. But I knew what I was doing and it worked fine afterwards. So, but it was a lot of fun. Because she was terrified. Yeah. And I was like, no, I know what I'm doing. We had like a vacuum and I was like, on the motherboard.
Yeah.
That bitch was dusty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you clean mine?
Computers they keep themselves a lot cleaner than they used to be. Also, Tyler used to leave it on the ground.
Yeah.
Where they had like 2 dogs.
Yeah.
So like bad. But if you keep yours kind of elevated and you have it on like not a carpet surface, most modern PCs nowadays don't really accumulate too much dust, but probably every so often you should go in there and get it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to do that soon to mine?
Sure.
Cool.
Why'd you say it like that?
Because I don't want to do it.
Oh, well, all right.
I don't want to be sneezy.
You're gonna be sneezy?
Yeah.
Like a cartoon?
Yeah.
You're gonna open up your computer and dust is gonna spill on you and be like, achoo! Yes. I don't think I've ever sneezed. Inhaling dust.
In your whole
I've
life?
never sneezed in my life.
Yeah?
I've never sneezed. You can't prove it.
I can't. I've never.
Craig, you ever seen me sneeze?
No.
Fucking.
Me neither.
It's valid,
right.
Though.
That's right. I've seen you sneeze. I remember.
I have.
Yeah.
I
specifically because you make my kid cry when you sneeze.
I did. I did.
Not anymore though. It was just.
Okay, I did actually sneeze the other day, but it was in the. It was at Barnes and Noble.
Yeah.
The new one when we were there the other day. And I tried to hold it in, but I couldn't. So I was in line, and it was really quiet. And I basically, because like, you got to sneeze. And it's like, a real sneeze is like a ch, but then like a held in sneeze is like a, and that's it, right?
Yeah.
I did this. I went,
Oh no!
And I didn't
You
have the
record
courage to
scratch?
look around. I just stared at the floor. I was like, no.
Yeah.
No,
And you were
I'm ashamed.
you were right behind Sabin's brother and I think
Oh
his
yeah,
fiance,
Saban's
right?
brother
Yeah.
was there, so I just made a fool of myself.
Yeah.
So it's so embarrassing because it's just like, wow, you couldn't contain the power of your own sneeze.
No.
What else can you not do? You have like zero self-control. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is wrong with you?
Sometimes I'll be putting Marceline to sleep and then I'll have to sneeze really bad and I just have to sit there and like hold it.
Oh, I've done that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Because you can't do anything.
No.
When she was baby,
Oh.
I would have to be like, it was like, no, I could feel it coming, and it's like,
Yep.
and you just, it's like containing a fucking, it's like containing a bomb.
Yeah.
You can see the chest just go,
God.
fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a new power.
When do I start doing the dad sneeze?
I've
'Cause I
heard
don't really do a dad sneeze.
either after the second kid or after 30.
Got it.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, there's kind of a mom sneeze too.
Yeah.
Yeah, both my parents have just don't give a fuck loud ass sneezes.
Really?
Yeah. My dad kind of sounds like a rhino.
Yeah.
He goes, he goes like that. That's the sound he makes.
I don't know if I could tell you what kind of sneeze anyone I know could do.
Yeah.
It's
I could
impressive
probably
you know it
I could
all.
probably recreate everybody's sneezes.
All right, go ahead.
Yours?
Yeah.
I gotta take my glasses off. They'll fall apart. Hang on. Let me think.
Should
Let me
explode
think
right
about when you
now.
sneezed.
Yeah.
But you're not a very fun sneezer.
No, I don't like to sneeze.
Sneezer?
No.
Yeah. Yours surprised me though because I don't hear the inhale. It's kind of like that's what it sounds like when you sneeze.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a cat
Yeah.
because coffee cake will go and then she'll run away. Like that's what she does.
Yeah.
Just a sail.
Yeah.
She gets a little bit of dust in her nose. See, that's why I don't want to clean my
Oh, yeah,
PC.
like a
It's because I'm
cat.
going to sneeze.
Oh, but wait, no.
and then I have to run.
What you do though, because I don't hear it. I'll just be minding my business and I'll hear, and then and then you'll go, oh, and then that's it. You always go, oh,
Yeah.
afterwards.
Because I don't like to sneeze.
I love sneezing. It feels amazing. It's one of the best feelings. Aren't you just elated after you sneeze?
I don't know. No.
I am.
My chest hurts when I sneeze.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful euphoric feeling. I feel amazing after
That's
I sneeze.
great.
Yeah. Olivia sneezes funny.
Yeah.
Olivia does. Olivia, rapid fire.
Like 4 or 5 sneezes.
Yeah, they're like 45 caliber.
Okay.
And they're not on like they're not on the 3-shot. They're on automatic.
Okay.
And it's tew 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 tew. She goes like that. It eventually starts sounding like a Star Wars gun,
Yeah.
and it's like, that's funny.
Yeah, I mean,
And the
absolutely.
first couple of times we were like, she's faking it. After the 100th time she sneezed that way, we were like, oh my god, that's
It's
how she
real.
sneezes.
It's real.
You can't
real.
you can't commit to a bit that hard.
Uh-huh.
It's real. That's how she sneezes.
Good for her.
Crazy.
It's a talent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or a curse.
Yeah. Well, depends
Yeah.
on which, I guess.
Anyways,
Is it my turn? Or did we?
the
No,
question
it
was
is
not
your
about
turn.
sneezing. How did we get to that?
I don't remember.
PC building.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
It's Gwen asks, Jacob, have you beaten Phantom Liberty yet? Also, obligatory bazinga.
Is this Jack?
No, it's Gwen.
Is it Jack?
No, it's Gwen.
Yeah, I know. Jack has been a bit mad at me that I haven't
Well,
beat it. I haven't
Jack
beat
hasn't beat Baldur's Gate 3, so
One smaller.
Huh?
One smaller.
he's got
One's-
all the way to Act 3,
I'm not gonna say that.
Act 3 falls apart.
but months
all right.
ago.
Oh, well. All right.
And it's not even that it fell apart for him. It just went,
That's
I'm
true.
I'm actually not even holding Baldur's Gate 3 to that.
oh, I am.
I'm actually more upset that he never finished Tears of the Kingdom.
That is smaller. I know. I mean, like, still, Phantom's smaller.
Yeah,
But-
no,
well, yeah,
of course.
it is. I have nothing else to say.
He hasn't beat it
I have
yet.
no excuse. I just didn't keep playing it. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't choose. I just went. I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
I did the opposite of action. Inaction.
Yeah.
Wow.
I just one day got off the game and went, this is getting interesting, and then never played it again.
Yeah.
And I don't know why, and I need to go back and finish it.
That is just phenomenal. That's another thing I could talk for 45 minutes about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That DLC.
I also think it was doing the same thing that happened to me when I first played the main campaign,
Mhm.
which it may have gotten to a point where I kind of didn't know what was going on.
Oh.
So I think I maybe need to replay it.
Yeah.
Because I did know what was going on for about 60% of it. And then the last 40% that I played, I was like, I kind of don't know why this is happening. And I'm probably just stupid. So, yep.
Mhm.
But I've heard it's so good.
Mm-hmm.
I heard it's so good.
I think
I heard Craig would
won an
talk about
award.
it for at least 45
I could.
minutes.
I could
Yeah.
pull out a whiteboard and talk about it.
Yeah.
We talked about it on a
could.
Zelda episode, but it was the episode where you weren't there.
Oh.
Yeah. And I had more of a hot take, but I don't know if I agree with that anymore.
Oh.
I was kind of like, I think what I said to Jack on that episode was like, I wasn't having a lot of fun with it, but I don't know if that's true because at the end of that conversation, I realized I was having fun with it. I was just confused and I didn't know what was going on. So yeah, because there were a lot of really cool and heavy conversations happening between characters. And I knew what was happening. I just didn't, I know that there was something more going on there. I wasn't picking up on like the subtext. So
just gotta play it again.
Yeah, I do need to just play it again. I'll understand it a little bit more.
Yeah.
Anyways.
But after I'm done with Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Because then you'll steal the TV away from me.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Elder Akuma asks, when are we going to get Spencer to run a game? I love to see how other people DM and the different parts they put more focus into. They're going to ask every week.
Yeah. We talked about it in the car the other day. And I'm not sure when, but I'd really like to. Because I have ideas for a character that Craig might play. I don't even know anything about what... I want Craig in the game. Just for a very specific reason.
Oh. You have a character already.
You know what? I would love that.
Yeah.
You're joining. This is it. I'm like, fucking finally. Finally. I'll do it.
You know what? Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
And you have a character for the game.
Oh, I've had a character. I have like a stockpile of like 10 characters that I always have that I did not make or write up or do anything with. They just live in my brain.
Yeah.
Like, it would be cool to play this sometime. And so I've done.
I'll say, Cadam and Adam are like nearly at the end. The well's dry for me. I have one more and that's it.
Well, damn.
Yeah, I'm very excited though, because then you never know what's after that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to start having some more time soon, because we're gonna have Jacob's mom watch Marcelina a little more throughout the week, and I think maybe. I start doing some things that we're planning now, I'll feel a little more confident.
That's true.
Maybe next year. And because we think most of the games we're currently running probably end around this time next year, if not a little sooner or a little later.
Primed for it.
So maybe I should start writing.
Yeah.
Your wife sent me something today.
Oh, yeah?
And I was like, I haven't had time to read it yet, but tonight.
Good. Good.
Oh, yes, it is my turn. I don't know how to pronounce their name. Could you pronounce that?
Elkas. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Elkel. What the fuck? This is the most impossible word. Elk. Elasiari. Elkel. That one.
Next week they'll have a pronunciation guide for us.
Elkelasari? Elkelasari.
That's fine.
Ciari.
Elk. What are y'all's favorite teas? Simple question, but I don't remember it ever being asked, and I like tea.
Oh.
Throat coat.
You need throat coat right now.
No, that's actually not my favorite tea.
What's your favorite tea?
I really like mango black tea.
Mango black tea.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I really like mint tea. And then Component Coffee has a lavender mint tea, and it's very good.
Hell yeah. Favorite tea? Spill it.
Oh, I like green tea with honey.
Nice.
Not to be a fucking Pooh Bear about it, but that's what I am.
A Pooh Bear?
I just like anything with honey.
A Pooh Bear.
Yeah, I'm an avid joy of honey. I just do not like.
Motherfuckers better call me fucking Pooh Bear.
Yeah, I just do not like the stickiness of it.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Pooh Bear.
Or the cost for that matter.
Yeah.
Those bees are fucking right, motherfuckers.
Yeah, they don't even pay them.
That's funny.
They don't.
That's genuinely funny.
They don't pay the bees.
They don't. Why is it so expensive?
They pay the beekeepers.
I fucking love that.
What are they doing? They're
Keeping?
not making the honey.
Collecting the honey.
Yeah, they're just profiting off the fucking
free labor of the bees.
Yeah. Have you gone to the farmer's market?
Yeah, man. On like Thursdays?
Or on Saturday mornings?
That's a morning.
Yeah, but they have pretty big
Like
things of honey
things?
for and it's like they're honeybees
That'd
that
be
made
cool.
it. Yeah,
What does the queen
reasonable.
do?
Make bees.
makes
Who makes the bee with the honey with the queen bee?
I think there are specific bees.
If you make the most honey, do you get to get with the queen?
No.
No, I think
Oh.
different. I think a different type of bee makes honey,
Yeah.
and a different type of bee
Wait, there's
makes.
just fucking bees?
I think there are fucking bees.
Yeah.
There's just bees that fucking
And
die?
then there's worker bees, and then there's like other bees that go out and come back.
what?
2024. Hang on.
Yeah.
Let's check it.
What?
I watch a guy that lives in. I think
He lives in a bee
no,
house?
he doesn't. He's a beekeeper.
He lives with the bees?
Yes, he lives in Kingsburg. Is what I was gonna say. He lives with the bees.
The image I had in my head, because you paused.
He-
He said he lives, and I was like, in the hive?
Yeah,
He
it's a really
fucking
big
lives
one.
with them?
he lives
He's
among the
studying
bees.
them?
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
He's like, what are they doing?
She picks 10 to 12. That's it.
And then
She picks just
yeah.
10 random bees?
Midair, even.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. I guess when a queen flies to a site where thousands of male honeybees may be waiting, she mates with several males in flight.
Oh, fuck.
Good for
That's
her.
crazy.
Yeah. And she has 10 to
Damn.
12 of them, and that's all she
She
needs.
just extracts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She just. Do the bees die when they get their cum extracted?
I don't think so.
No.
They just. Oh my God, you're just flying around. You're just like, oh! And you just keep flying. And you gotta keep working. You gotta go to
Yeah.
work that day.
Yeah.
Still.
I don't know.
Shit. Damn.
It's probably
And
like
you're
an
not
honor,
paid.
right?
Yeah.
To
It's
get
an
with the-
honor?
I mean,
Probably.
I
with the
was
queen
plucked
bee.
by the queen bee.
I mean,
Yeah.
thousands. So you're like not even the 1th
You're one of
percentile.
10.
You're the like 100th.
Is it
of
like-
1st
Yeah.
percentile.
Is it instant or is it like a few seconds? So she gotta wrangle them?
I don't know.
I like to think it's just that she just like flies over and goes and then keeps going.
She might.
And in like a 2-second motion, she
It-
just
It did say she does it, so maybe maybe you
Yeah.
don't know. Maybe it happens to them.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Mhm.
You're just
Maybe.
as
I
a
don't know.
bee, you make honey, you don't get paid. And at any moment,
Yeah.
the queen will drain your balls in a second. That's a insane life.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And then you just keep making
And
honey.
you just
keep
endlessly
doing
make
it.
Just
honey.
keep, yeah.
That probably keeps them going a little bit.
Yeah.
They're
I
probably
would
like,
imagine.
maybe it'll happen again.
I mean, it does say choose.
Yeah.
So I assume when
She
you chose,
picks.
I assume
Yeah.
that's
she
it.
probably picks like the
Your
ones
life's pretty
that-
easy
She
prior
probably
to that.
picks the ones that like work the hardest.
Maybe.
That's why they work so hard.
Yeah.
They're like, I bet I'll get my balls drained midair
So
today.
then, yeah. So then,
Do they sleep?
bees?
Bees?
They have to.
I think
right?
so.
I don't know. I
I've
assume.
never seen a bug sleep.
Hang on, let's see.
Do they all sleep at the same time? Do they all just get all cozy together?
I don't know.
Do they all huddle for warmth?
Yes,
Yeah.
Wow.
they do sleep.
I know that there's a thing that bees or hornets can do where to get rid of a predator, they will just start vibrating all around it, and the friction creates heat, and they burn it.
Oh.
Yeah,
Like a certain type of.
it's a
wasp?
certain type of thing that
You've
lives
seen
in
the
a
ones
hive.
that live in the ground. There's like wasps or hornets that burrow into the ground.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know, I've seen the people on TikTok who pour liquid fucking
Yeah.
liquid aluminum into
Yeah.
their holes.
Or vacuum them.
Yeah.
I've seen the
I did the
vacuum ones.
vacuum.
Yeah.
That one seems a little more humane. I don't know why. That one to me is a little more like, I don't know. I can't explain it. There's something about the vacuum to me that it's just like, well,
Well, the ones
that
that
makes sense.
the ones that live in the ground, I think they also have like venom that they can shoot
Yeah.
out.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Mhm.
yikes.
So they're
But those ones where they were just living their lives underground, and then the hallways got flooded by metal.
yeah.
Oh my
A
god.
quick death.
It's like that.
Oh
What's that thing
shit.
in the Hobbit where Smaug comes into the Dwarven Kingdom and melts people to death? Yeah,
Uh.
it's exactly that.
That is
Oh.
that. Man, that's nuts.
That reminds me of A Crown for a King in Game of Thrones.
Oh
When
my
they fucking
god. God.
Burn.
We were talking about Game of Thrones yesterday on
Yeah.
during Baldur's Gate.
What's that guy's name?
I don't know. Passerion?
No.
Dick Darion?
Dick Darion, yeah.
Dick Darion?
Dick Darion Targaryen.
Dick Darion.
Oh, damn.
Targaryen. Yeah.
Oh, please tell me
nice.
that's not my character for your game.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that
Damn.
He
Dick
gets
Darion?
molten gold poured on his head. I don't know if you watch Game of
Yeah, and
Thrones.
he goes, a
but
crown
it's,
for a king.
A crown
and
for a
he
king.
pours,
yeah.
pours gold on his head. It's
Yeah.
awesome. That's when it was still
When the
good.
show was good, yeah.
before season 4 is when it peaks.
What happens in that season? I watched all of Game of Thrones rapidly.
It ends with spoilers. It ends with Tywin getting shot on the potty.
Oh yeah, potty house.
Yeah.
He fucking deserved it.
Charles Dance gets killed by Tywin. What's his name? What's that guy's name? What's the actor's name?
Peter
Dinklage. Gets shot by Peter Dinklage on the shitter, and it's awesome.
It is.
And it's crazy because he's like the villain for so long.
Yeah.
And it's just he just fucking gets shot, and it's great.
Yeah.
Just like there's no build up. It's just like,
I mean,
oh, we're watching Tywin take a shit. Oh my god, he's got a crossbow. Oh my god, he's dead.
Fuck around and find out.
He also kills what's the girl's name?
I don't remember.
Oh.
But I know you're talking about.
Yeah.
But yeah, then the season after that one's okay. John dies, and then he comes back.
Yeah.
And then that season's all right, but it's the last two. The second that the Ravens are flying at Mach jet speeds, and it doesn't make any fucking sense anymore.
After Battle of the Bastards.
Battle of the Bastards is good.
Yeah.
The rest of that season's okay. And then once they're on that fucking ice island, and the Raven is faster than a dragon, and Daenerys forgets about fleets, and the night, and then the final season, and the walkers die in an episode, and I'm gonna get mad. Never mind.
Yeah, let's move on.
Yeah, that's a little question or something.
Yeah.
Maybe we are. No, I guess we could do a couple more.
Yeah. Did you watch Game of Thrones?
Very similar to you, rapidly.
Rapidly.
And I couldn't tell you really.
Yeah. No,
it just didn't really capture me in the same way.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed it, and then I
think
probably
I watched.
Colton showed it to us, and we were into it.
I think I watched the last. We watched like the last 3 seasons live every week.
We watched all the way up into when John died, and then Colton was like, "We caught up. The new season comes out next month, and everything after that we watched as they came out." It was so much fun.
So fucking.
I remember watching Tommen kill himself,
and
we were like, "Holy fuck!"
Yeah.
Yeah, that was nuts. Anyways. Colleen asks, "Hi guys, if you could design your own D&D tool for accessibility, or just make the game easier for all, what would you make? Spencer, could you make an official tier list of your fictional character crushes?"
Oh.
Also, Craig, I baw on your zing till I go.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. That's really nice.
If you could design your own D&D tool for accessibility, just to make the game easier for all, what would you make? Auto level up. Auto level up.
Yeah.
They do a build for first level. Give me a fucking every level take this, then take this. Give me builds. I know people have builds online. I don't care. I want them in the player's handbook.
Or like implemented into D&D Beyond.
Yes, into D&D Beyond somewhere where you can just push the button and level up, because I've had players, and I've also been that player where I'm like, I don't know what I want to take. Can I just take the default and then maybe I'll change it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just that kind of person. You can do it in Baldur's Gate, and I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you can't, and it's stupid. But I kind of wish it would just kind of you could have builds in D&D.
I don't know. It's a good question.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about the question they specifically asked me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I might need a moment.
No worries. You could also do like what's another thing that's really hard? Well, I don't know. There's just so many accessibility tools nowadays.
Yeah.
It's hard to come up with like one.
Yeah, that's not like that.
It doesn't like kind of already exist.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm trying to think of ones that we don't really like think about or use. Or I'll also just think about something I would want.
Does again already exists.
Yeah.
But does an official D&D product talk about veils and whatever?
Veils?
Veils and was it called veils and screens or the
DM screen?
No. Like the fuck is there's a term for it within the community, I can't remember. But essentially it's like if you're uncomfortable with something, there's techniques that the table can implement. Like a red card or something to stop the scene if something crosses a line.
I think they're in the DM's guide. There is a very small.
I was about to ask, have they ever talked about that? Like not because it does exist.
Yeah,
like it is definitely not referred to in that level, and definitely not on that level of detail.
Yeah.
But I think in the DM's guide there is a running the game section, and they talk about getting snacks. So I mean, I feel like they would talk about like if you're not comfortable with something, stop the game.
Yeah.
But that's probably all.
Oh, lines and veils.
Lines and
I
veils.
just put the two in my head.
Not enough.
Because I think that'd be nice to have a D&D official product bring it up, but that already exists. Because I think that would be nice, and I think that would be, because I'm kind of a person that's like, if something happens, I don't give a shit if I'm on stream. I'm like, break, we're all crush it right now. But like who gives a shit to some fucking whatever. But I think being able to have more attention brought to that would be good, because you may see it in like more official gameplays, which would embolden people to do it. Yeah, because it's a nice technique to have, but it's probably still incredibly jarring to have to do it still.
Yeah, you may not know. Like, I'm like that. I'm very people pleasy.
Yeah,
I know more now, but I think when I first started, it would have been good for me to know that it's like, hey, if you don't like this, if somebody's doing something you don't like, you can pause the game. And here's some ways that you can tell them to stop.
Yeah, and I mean that can be even used. I mean, because that's what we should have for like if the house is on fire, right?
Right.
Like we need to stop. But if we also just had a conversation, because that can work in the mildest of terms.
Like when you gotta go to the bathroom.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd be like, okay, hang on. For a sec. Yeah, because that can happen, or at any given time, where you're like, oh, I don't really like that narrative.
Oh,
and be able to bring that up,
do something.
Yeah, because I think to some degree, like if we can master that at the highest category, then I think the conversation opens up broader for more people to be like, what if I really dig that?
Yeah.
And then you can just go, yeah, ditto.
Yeah.
We don't have a stenographer over in the corner setting it all in stone. We can just go, let's just rewind 20 minutes and then we'll just delete it and then we'll start over again.
Yeah.
Because I think
it's one of those things where it's like, that is such a genius thing that is right in front of your face that you don't realize you can do. And it's just being told to you that you can do that. It's like, oh,
yeah,
I don't have to set everything in stone.
Or just be like, oops, I definitely misspoke.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just going to rip that right now and then we'll start over.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, something like that could be cool. Or have like sections for it. That could be neat. But I mean, that adamantly exists and people use it all the time. So, but you're right. Since D&D's really popped off, there's been a huge amount of accessibility. I was thinking about it. It would be
really cool if they had different game modes. And by quote unquote game modes, I mean like kind of like how Baldur's Gate 3 does difficulty. They have a new mode that I love now. They have a custom mode. And at first I thought it was going to be really weird. But it's cool because what you can do is you can have like you can turn enemy crits on and off. You can make it so you can see the DCs for a roll you're about to make before you roll it.
That'd be cool.
You can get rid of enemy health bars or keep them there so you don't know how much health they have. You can change proficiency bonuses. You can make the combat tactician, but you can make like everything else explorer.
Yeah.
So so I'm not saying that, but like the idea of that, maybe you can have some rule sets that have like some options to be like, if you want to play an easier game, maybe for kids.
Oh, for sure.
You could have like don't do enemy crits. Don't like utilize this aspect of the game. Don't or you can make this. I think that's your proficiency bonus through the whole game is +5 or something like that.
I think that's a great point. I mean, honestly, that's super solid. I didn't think about adjusting proficiency prematurely.
Yeah.
No, I agree, because I think that would adjust to stuff. I think it would help for an on ramp for people, because I think that when we get beyond like accessibility, like there being like a something to like in the lane of accessibility to newer players, not to overcome like an inherent hurdle.
Yeah.
Right? I think that could be one of not the biggest problems, but yeah, I mean it's I sold the game for fucking 7 years and I'd be like, it's not particularly interesting. The game's incredibly fun, but reading the book's like reading like a math textbook.
Yeah.
So being able to have some kind of accessibility for someone like that'd be huge.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I mean, some people are already in the game, but it's a lot harder to run the game.
Exactly. You got an answer?
These are the ones that I could think of.
Yeah.
All right.
Hop off.
Leon Kennedy.
Whoa, what's the tier?
There isn't a tier. These are just the people I could think of. No, they're just.
Oh, they're just these are characters you like.
Yes.
These are the nominees.
Yes.
Got it.
Leon Kennedy.
Yeah.
Louis Sarah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ghost.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Matthew Murdoch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Astarion.
Okay.
Meg from Hades.
Yeah.
Hanji Zoe.
Yeah.
Nice.
And Elrond.
Like that video I sent you the other day.
Hugo Weaving Elrond?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. It is. It is. Yeah. Jack sent me that one I sent you the other day, which was and you have my bow, and he's like, you have my sword and my bow, and then it's Baldur's Gate 3, and Gimli has and my Gale of Waterdeep.
Oh yeah.
yeah. It's very stupid. All right, one
more for the road.
Come on.
Oh,
To you.
Oh shit.
it's me. Sorry, I was thinking about all these people.
I gotta be honest. I was reading through a lot of the questions. There are a lot of repeat questions. So
I mean, honestly, it's been 100 some odd episodes.
Yep.
They probably tracks.
well, yeah. I mean, if there's one we haven't answered in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
But I
this
have
one
one I
is-
want to say before you read it.
Okay.
Dave the Killer. It's not a question. Dave the Killer Baker.
Uh-huh.
Hey Dave, we haven't seen you in a minute. Not a question, but I wanted to tell you folks, some friends and I did a Fallout 0 one shot and loved it.
Yo.
Played as a Protectron whose sole purpose was to exterminate all swans. That's awesome. I'm glad
That's
you guys had
cute.
fun.
Cute.
That's super cool.
Sam the not wise Gamgee.
Oh.
Oh, Sam the not that wise Gamgee.
No, they're not that wise.
Yeah, but he's still some wise.
Yeah,
Yes. Hello, Craigonopolis L. Balltouched, God
Oh,
Emperor
thank you.
Spencer, and Backtrack Buds. If you
Our
were
nicknames suck.
if you were a cryptid, what cryptid would you be? What powers would you have? And where
Oh.
would you live?
That's a good one.
The Fresno one.
The pants?
The pants.
Yeah.
I want to be the pants.
I also want to be the
The
pants.
starch man.
Yes, we
Yeah.
have one cryptid. All right.
Yeah.
We live close to Fresno, and we have one cryptid, and it's the Night Walkers, but they look like pants.
Yeah.
Some people have tried to make them look scary. They look
They
like radishes.
look like-
They look like radishes, or they look like pants, and it's funny. And I don't want anything else. If I saw that cryptid walking around, I'd think
Yeah.
it's cute. If I died to it, I'd be very confused as to how it killed me.
The night crawlers.
What would it do? Would it step on me?
Yeah.
I feel like I could push it over. It's only 2 legs. It's made of pants.
Oh,
So,
I don't know.
but that's also me. I would also be that. So, yeah.
That's true. That's true.
They're- It's just like you got up in the middle of the night and you walked outside.
Yeah.
They're just pants with a little head.
With a head.
They have like a little
Oh,
like a
no.
little
So
circle.
imagine legs,
Uh-huh.
only legs, and then where it connects here, eyes. That's it.
It just looks like a
Oh, that's kind of neat.
Yeah.
That's not what I. You know what?
No, not scary at all.
It's a ghost wearing like a romper.
Yeah,
That's
it's a
what it
ghost
is.
in a
The
romper,
Yeah.
You
pretty
know what?
much.
That yeah, I fucking love that.
Oh, leave it
Yeah.
to fucking Fresno to have ghosts, but they're stylish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers.
That's
You got
rad, I
Whole
think.
Foods, and you think you're on top of the goddamn world.
Yeah.
Anyways, Fresno pants. That's
Yeah.
what I want to be.
What would you have a power besides just being a pants?
No, I'd probably just walk around.
The strut.
Yeah.
I mean, that's power in its own right.
But no knees though,
No
so I
knees.
just do this. I just
Oh,
like,
what?
waddle. Yeah.
I
No,
don't know
I
if
think
want
they
that
do.
life
have
if
knees.
have
I think they
knees.
can do like a little run. But
Little run.
I think I need knees in my life.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't. My response to that was going to be, like, do you want to suck on him?
Knees?
On knees?
Yeah. And then I went, don't say that. But then I
No.
waited too long, and I was like, now I have to tell you what I was thinking.
You don't have to, but no. I don't. I mean, that's probably a thing for somebody.
Yeah.
Sucking on
Knees?
knees?
Probably.
That's weird.
But you don't yuck
what-
yums.
No.
There's only really 2 rules.
Knees?
Yeah.
If you like it,
Yeah.
What if you sucked the kneecap off?
That.
I don't really know what a
That's a
kneecap
lot of
is.
suck.
It's like cartilage, but it's on this part.
It's a lot of sucking.
Yeah, you have
I
to
mean-
suck really hard.
Maybe that's a cryptid power.
Sucking knees off?
Yeah, just
Holy shit. You're the knee sucker?
yeah.
Holy
There you go. There you
shit.
go. See,
He took
we're
my
already making it.
He took my ASL. No, that's American Sign Language. What's the one in your leg? It starts with
Oh
A.
fuck!
It's-
AFV. Not AFV.
I think it's ACL. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
the
Thank you,
ACL.
ACL. He slurped my ACL right out.
Oh
Ugh,
shit!
damn.
Fuck.
Oh, he only steals like really important
Yeah.
tendons.
Yeah.
That's awful.
Yeah.
What
my
a
hamstring. He
I-
made off with my hamstring. He sucked it.
I want to be Taily Po.
Tilly Po is cool. We
Tilly
talk about
Po?
that all the time.
Tilly Po is
I love
terrifying.
Taily Po.
Tilly Po-
Fucking kind
that
of
one's a
scary
scary
though.
one. That one's a
I
scary one.
shouldn't have had this as a kid,
Oh,
but
the only other cryptid this has now become cryptids that we like. The only other cryptid I like is the shadow people that are in apparently in Big Sur. I don't know what they're called, but apparently they're just they're kind of like the pants.
Yeah.
They don't really do anything. They just kind of look like some. and apparently like they're like they're like 10 feet tall shadow creatures with white eyes.
Dark
and
Watchers?
Sometimes, thank you, Dark Watchers. And they have hats sometimes. And that's funny.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love when there's a cryptid and they're like, in the mountains.
It's just a ghost.
Of California,
Yeah.
you can see a shadow. And sometimes people have seen it with a hat. And I'm like, he's got a little top hat.
Yeah.
I'm
Good
like,
for him.
oh, good day.
You gotta
A
give him
wonderful
down for
mist
it.
we're having this morning. Goodbye.
You know, and Big Sur is probably the only thing left to do.
Yeah.
That or leap from a very high cliff.
Yeah,
Oh.
pretty much.
Those are the two options.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you
Do you
go,
have
Big Sur.
a cryptid you'd be?
No.
No.
Is Snooki a cryptid?
Snooky?
Yes.
Yeah.
And so is Ice Spice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ice Spice is a cryptid?
Yeah.
Oh.
She's a cryptid plant.
What?
Oh, wait. No. That's a corporate plant. No, industry plant. Never mind. Sorry, never mind. I don't
You
remember.
start fake Twitter beef with
Yeah.
Ice Spice? My guy should bury you in a diss track.
Yeah.
I'm going to get destroyed on a fart track, dude.
Yeah.
My life ended.
You know what? Some people are only so lucky to have the queen come and suck their balls down your dead after.
I'm going to be on Twitter, and Ice Spice is just going to instantly drain all my balls on me gone. And I'll just, I still have to go back to work.
Yeah.
Yeah, gone.
Strong wind.
With the wind, yeah.
Like, I think I saw Jacob, but he was a ghost and he had a hat on.
Yeah.
He's only pants now.
He's only pants and a hat. He's running around.